bubble. The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Unu prepare a table before right in the presence of our enemy them. Unu anointed I head with unu oil, me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy. I go follow I all the days of I Vini. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I to the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Unu prepare a table before right in the presence of our enemy them. Unu anointed I head with unu oil, me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy. I go follow I all the days of I Vini. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Ja, 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 ja. Aw, mausobolisa. I don't know what to. It was sick player for. Aw, mausobolisa. Akpe, 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 akpe kaka. This is the Black Pot, aka Coco Shodemo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Black Rasta. In every traditional African home there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous, super nutritious cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes relocate from the corner right into the black pot to be subjected to some amount of heating. They produce food by this collaboration. Now this food is not even enjoyed by the black pot, neither is it enjoyed by the ingredients. It is us the eaters who enjoy the food. Yet every time the black pot and the ingredients will rise to the occasion by such a selfless collaboration to produce food. What does this teach us? What is the morale in this story? It's very simple. Now the black pot represents the continent of Africa and the ingredients represent us as a people. We must always come together to think generationally. Many people are so selfish they will never plant trees because they believe that they will not live long enough to benefit from the shade and the fruits of the trees. So for that matter, they prefer to plant onions, pepper, and even tomatoes. So they could harvest quickly, eat, sleep, die, be buried, and be forgotten. They don't want to leave any legacy behind. They have all of a sudden forgotten that yes, they have children that they are leaving behind. And their children would also bear children. So therefore, whatever sweat they put out there, these children would benefit from the sweat, the fruits of their labor. But no, they don't think about them. My brother, my sister, if Africa must move forward, we must be generational thinkers. That is why politicians only come in to loot and to reap and to steal and to go. After all, tomorrow they die. They never think about generations to come. Politicians are only in there for their selfish egos, just like the man who refuses to plant the tree. Today when I sit under a tree and I'm enjoying the shade and the breeze, I remember my grandfather who was planting that tree, and I was wondering at that time, grandfather, is this a mango? Can we eat the fruit? Is this a pawpaw? Can we eat the fruit? But he always said, no. This is not a tree that bears fruits that you can eat. But today I understand that it's not every tree that must enter into our stomachs. There are some that must make umbrellas over our heads and protect us against the vagaries of the weather. Some of them also just protect us in terms of serving as windbreaks. How many of us will take that lesson? This show is called The Blakk Pot, aka Kukushunumo, and our main aim is to be able to rewire the mindset of our people. If the African mindset is right, every other thing will be righted. Here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we will not shy away from that. We'll only criticize for what reason? Yes, for one reason: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country, and we are live on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Blakk Empire Media, and the Blakk is spelled B-L-A-K-K. Oh yes, Blakk Empire Media. And I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel and also click on the notification button so that every time we come live like this, you'll be the first person to be notified so you can watch us. Share this broadcast and let everybody be part of this selfless movement to see a better country. This is a Blakk Pot, and we are supported by ISIT. ISIT is I-S-I-T, which simply means in spirit, in truth. Now, if you're tired of the social media's negativity, yes, all the nudity, all the racism, all the violence, then your regular social media is not worth your while. You know what you must do? Jump ships. Jump onto ISIT. And this is a social media app that has been built and modeled by Ghanaian engineers in America. It's all positive. That is why we call it in spirit, in truth. Connect with family and friends. Go live, make audio and video calls. Oh, upload your videos and upload your photographs. Meet people of positive minds on this platform. And that's it. They have powerful algorithms that remove every kind of negativity before it even comes out. That is why we call it in spirit, in truth. ISIT. I am on ISIT. Are you on ISIT too? It's easy to be on ISIT. Just download that from Google Play and, of course, App Store for free. And everything here is for free. Promote the black business. Too long we have been under the stand. Time now to rise above the stand. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushunumo, and here we speak truth to power. Today we have 5 very important issues to look at. And ASSIN not by elections will certainly dominate. Number 1, let's go to the church. It looks like we are starting with the church. Watch it. And keep your comments coming. We're going to be reading your comments in this segment. Politics. Churches chase out Nacee. Who is Nacee? This is Nacee. In fact, he's a sound engineer. He's paid his dues. I worked with Nacee some years back, and he gave me some great hit songs. Some of them even won awards. I respect him. A very versatile sound engineer and producer. He can produce any kind of music. Yes, reggae, gospel, and so many other types. After some time, he decided that he was going to concentrate on just gospel. And he brought all his energies to bear on his gospel productions. And he made a lot of hits in that direction. He himself became a gospel artist. Oh, yes, he became a gospel artist. Now he's gone solo. He's called Nacee. But we all remember during the elections, he made a song for the ruling party. At the time, the NDC. Now the NDC has gone into opposition, and he's still making songs and affiliating with the NDC. In an interview recently, Nacee came out to bemoan something that has befallen him after he decided to make partisan songs for individuals. Come here, let's look at it. Watch me. He says what? He says, some churches sidelined me because I recorded songs for political parties and secular artists. Of course. Did you hear that? He recorded songs for political parties and secular artists. They expected that as a gospel artist, he must only record for gospel artists and also not for politicians. Watch me. It says, award-winning Ghanaian gospel musician Nana Osei, popularly known as Nacee, has spoken about how he was sidelined by some churches and pastors because he recorded songs for political parties and secular musicians. Speaking in an interview on Joy Prime's morning show on Wednesday, the musician mentioned that he was given a tag as an unbeliever by some pastors. The musician, however, says he recorded these songs with the intention of inspiring and encouraging young ones. You do a song for a political party, and other people say they don't want to work with me anymore because they feel I belong to that political party, and so they don't want to have any business with me. But it's me getting an inspiration to do a song and encourage the youth out there. And some radio presenters sit on the radio and push the agenda that Nacee has fallen out with the defense. Has fallen. Well, Nacee has fallen. It means he's gone down. You know? With the defense that I now sing secular music because of the Boys Boys song. He made a song called Boys Boys. So this is what he's talking about here. It became an agenda, and some pastors said that it's not good to call me to perform in their church. He is an unbeliever, he explained to Rosalind Felly. This, he said, almost broke him down because he was exhibiting his God-given talent, and he began to blame God for everything that happened. Dash. You see, we have to be very careful when we are looking at things like that. It is wrong for any artist to take sides like this. It's wrong. I have been so vituperative when it comes to things like this. Are you a politician or you are a musician? Or you are a musician politician? Which one are you? Party partisanship is all about taking sides. We have seen marriages that broke down because wife belonged to a certain political party and husband belonged to a different political party. We have seen how a church got divided along the lines of party partisanship. Imagine your pastor comes to church and is wearing an NDC t-shirt. Imagine your bishop comes to church on Sunday. Everybody geared up to praise God, and he wears an NPP t-shirt. Those who don't belong to that party, do you think they will listen to that sermon? You have to be wise like the ant in these times. It's not every food you must eat. Some people are greedy. When political parties throw things at them, they pick that up and swallow. You would swallow a hook. It's greed. If you want to support a particular party, it's unto you. But remember that people who support your music and don't belong to the party that you are supporting, or do not even believe in the ideologies of those parties, might just walk away from your music. Be ready for that. And don't complain. We all know what happened to some musicians in the past when they decided to go political. We all remember how some gospel artists even went on a political platform to sing for politicians. Some people say, oh, it happens in America. Let it happen in America. Let it happen in Korea. This is democracy. I also would exercise my democratic right to decide whether I want to support somebody who belongs to another political party whose ideologies I don't believe in. It's simple. My brother, my sister, our ancestors and great African heroes stood very firm to push for us to be able to vote. In the early 1900s, going all the way into the middle 1900s, black people were not even allowed to vote in America. Black people were not even seen as human beings. They preferred that their pets would even vote rather than have black people vote. We had the civil rights movement fighting very strongly to have us vote. If today we have the power to be able to vote and exercise our franchise of democracy, we must use it very well. Remember that as a musician, you appeal to so many different groups. Those who are gay, those who are lesbian, those who belong to party A, those who belong to party B. Any day that you decide that you want to take sides against any one of these, remember to be ready. Some parts will move away from you. If you are ready for that, then go in for it. It is your own cup of tea. But don't come out and complain. Do we understand that? Come here. We all know how some politicians in the past, right here in Ghana, were able to entice some musicians to sing for them. Some of them are dead now. I remember Joel Aka. He sang the NDC song. At the end of the day, he was crying that other people were not ready to support him from the other political parties. For me, I think that musicians should stand aloof from anything that is political. Let it be your secret dwelling. If you support party A, never ever go on a platform advertising yourself that this is the party you stand for. I don't know what you think, but I think that once you have the masses following you, there are better things you can talk about with your music rather than going partisan. The gutters are still dirty. People are still selling their votes. Children are still under trees studying. Flooding is happening here every now and then. You've forgotten all these things? Pastors are still stealing church money. Some bishops are even liars and thieves. Are you short of messages? Then you would have to leave all this and go on a political platform that you are supporting a certain political party to come into power, knowing very well how politicians can be very tricky. So Nacee, I agree with you when you say you recorded secular artists and the church decided to sideline you. But if it comes to going political, you deserve what you got. I heard Nacee say, oh, I also made music for some NPP people. Come here. I made music for NPP people. So be ready. What you make for NPP, NDC is ready for you. And if you make music for NDC, NPP is ready for you. If you want to be tossed around like the dice, you know, it's on to you. But you must think about it and stand firm when it comes to what you believe in and what you don't believe in. If you are ready to sacrifice your career for your beliefs, it's on to you. Or else, my brother, be very careful. Look at how Joel Aka ended. A lot of other people, look at how Gyakye ended. Gyakye died like, I don't want to use that word. He was very active on political platforms. I gave him the last interview that he had before he died on my radio show. And I know what he told the world. Be careful when it comes to jumping on any political stage. Be wise. You can support your political party in secrecy. You don't have to come out. It is not hypocrisy. It is just wisdom. That's what it is. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku Show No More, where we speak truth to power. And of course, come here. If you are making music or producing music for secular artists, it is different. Why is it different? Secular artists sing different kinds of messages. In Ghana, it is only when you sing about Jesus Christ that they say you are singing gospel. You can sing about societal ills. You can sing about how the nation is impoverished. They will still call that secular music because Jesus' name is not inside or because you did not quote a Bible verse. If these are the artists you are recording and the church says, oh, he's an unbeliever, he's a secular artist, let the church cast the first stone. It's a stupid church. We have a lot of stupid churches in Ghana. Churches that are more ignorant than Satan. Churches who would see a man saying the same things that the Bible is saying, but because they did not quote the Bible or they did not put Jesus Christ in it, they are the demon's children. That is what we have. Because you do not say God or Jesus, but you say Jah, then you become an enemy of the church. Ignorance and foolishness. Yet, the same pastor who is telling you that these people are demons, let him be sick and be taken to a hospital. The secular musician, if he ever becomes a doctor and he's going to treat him, he won't say, don't touch me because you are the son of the devil. If he's flying in an aeroplane and the pilot there announces that, oh, this is pilot blah, 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 Shidan Hutra. I am Hare Krishna, and Krishna, may Krishna take us there. Are you going to tell the pilot to land the plane so that you fly out? Let's be careful. Let us be careful. We must all come together as one. Today, if I'm not Christian, doesn't mean tomorrow I will not be Christian. Today, if I don't believe in what you believe in, doesn't mean that I will remain like that forever. We have to be able to come together. And we as musicians, pastors, and the rest of that, we have to play that neutral role. Let A and B come to us when they are fighting. How would A and B come to us when I'm wearing the t-shirt for A? B will not come because he assumes that I support A. It's like the courts. Imagine you go to court and you see the judge who is sitting on the case wearing an NDC t-shirt. And you are bringing an NDC or NPPK, the other party's case, to the court. You think that you are going to go to that court? That is how musicians should be. Not many are going to understand this because a lot of people don't have common sense. But that is what it is. We will continue giving them common sense. We are not always right, but we strive to be right most of the time. This is the Black Pot, a.k.a. Coco Shodomon. And remember to keep your messages coming in. We're going to be reading them pretty soon. This is where we speak truth to power. Next, and I'm taking you to ASSIN North, where the by-elections just ended and the NDC won. Gyakye Quayson'S Crocodile Tears. I don't know how many people know what a crocodile is. Jeff, find me the photograph of a crocodile. Preferably the one that has opened the eyes and the mouth. A crocodile is a very dangerous animal. The crocodile is solid. The crocodile is the king of the ocean. When the crocodile is in a pond around you, I've not seen any crocodiles in the sea yet. Do you have crocodiles in the sea around you? I have not seen one yet, but they are in the ponds. In a lot of African countries, crocodiles are worshipped. They are seen as gods. But again, there is an English saying that is attributable to the crocodile. And it says what? Crocodile tears. When you say somebody is shedding crocodile tears, what does it mean? Tears of pretense, fake tears. That is Gyakye Quayson. This man. Why are we saying that? Crocodile tears. Denchem enisu. The tears of a crocodile. Look at Gyakye Quayson, with all respect and love. He is a man who has lived abroad for at least 47 years in Canada. So this is a crocodile that is crying. Crocodile tears. Those of us who don't know what the crocodile is, some people say crocodile. Correct pronunciation, crocodile. For short, croc. That is Captain Croc. And Captain Croc is crying. When they attribute crocodile tears to you, it means you are fake, you are pretentious. Gyakye Quayson, from where I sit, I see him shedding crocodile tears. I love him as a man, but I don't love his actions. Lived in Canada for at least 47 years, according to Alote Jacob. Twice he tried to run for office using the NDC. And Alote Jacobs told him at the time, you cannot, because you hold dual citizenship. He was not ready to drop that. And the big question was that, how about if I drop it and I don't win? These are people who are shaky when it comes to patriotism. I don't book those people. How can you be thinking about your Canadian citizenship when we all need everybody on board to push Ghana forward? It's like two ships. We need them to be rowed to the end. We need you to join us to push the thing. You have one leg in here, one leg there. You are paddling both canoes. Not even ships. Ships are too big. Canoes. You are giving 50% here, 50% here. We say, please join us so we can roll this faster. No, we are not sure. How about if I join here and sings? How about if I leave that one and join you and something happens? You don't even have the faith. Patriotism is all about faith. We know that we are in heat right now. We know that we are in trouble right now. But we see a flicker of light on the other side. That is what patriotism is. This guy didn't have it. This guy didn't have it. At the end of the day, they went for the election. He faked it. He lied that he had single citizenship, Ghanaian citizenship. But it came out that at the time that he had filled those forms and committed perjury, lying under oath, he was still a Canadian citizen alongside Ghanaian citizenship he held. When he was elected, the Canadian citizenship had been squashed. The process had ended. And people say, no, he wasn't wrong. How? When he appended his signature to the papers and submitted that to the Electoral Commission, he lied. He should have told the Electoral Commission, listen, I have started the process, but it's not complete. He knew what they would have told him. Very simple. Then you are not qualified. But he tricked the Electoral Commission. This guy is a criminal. He's a dirty criminal. And I'll tell you why. Because of his dirty thing that he did, we have to go for a re-election, aka by-election. And the nation spent so much of your money, my money, running an avoidable election. That's why I'm angry with this guy. We went to the IMF. I believe it's part of the IMF money that we have used. We have misused right there in ASSIN North. And you expect us to give him a bouquet of flowers. I hear former President Mahama say, oh, election is not at the point of picking papers, but at the time of voting. No, sir. Election starts from when it starts, the voting. Are you qualified? Oh, yes, I'm qualified. Okay, A, B, C, D. Are you this? Are you this? Are you that? When you take okay, you can now run. That is the beginning of the election, not when people gather to go and vote. No, sir. Don't let us be too partisan. This guy here is a dirty guy. He has to be punished. Come here. Come. Hey. I was treated unfairly. Gyakye Quayson on his removal from parliament. These are the crocodile tears. Who treated you unfairly? You behaved criminally. That's what he did. The member of parliament elect for ASSIN, James Gyakye Quayson, has said he was treated unfairly following his removal from the parliament. Until his election in the Tuesday, June 27 by-election, he was the deposed lawmaker for ASSIN North. The Supreme Court had ordered Parliament to remove his name from the records of the House. This was after a High Court earlier annulled his election in the 2020 polls. Speaking to journalists before he was declared winner of the Tuesday, June 27 by-election, he said, I believe in the rule of law. No, you don't. And I do things according to the law. No, you don't. Also, I had the support of my constituents. Yes, you did. Maybe you doled out money to them like everybody's talking about. Not just the people of ASSIN North alone. My NDC fraternity, the people from the other side of the aisle, which is the MPP, who were supporting me, blah, 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 all believe that you are what. They may not be able to identify themselves publicly. We are going to look at this later. Dash. He said, I was treated unfairly. That's what he said. But as I said, I had to abide by the court's decision. If they didn't believe in what I did, now they know the results. Dash it away. We don't know any results. Vote buying galore. People were doling out money as alleged, paying people to vote for them. And indigenes of the area had the gas to say, oh, it's stolen money. We all are spending the stolen money. It means you are all thieves. If money is stolen and given some to you, it means you are a thief too. Come here. Watch me. Hear this. So you see, Gyakye Quayson, stop these dirty crocodile tears. You have caused the nation to hemorrhage financially. because of your carelessness and criminal mind. You have made the nation lose a lot of money. Today I was checking it out, and the nation has spent over $500,000 American dollars on that election. If that is true, that money could have been used to build a lot of schools in Binduri. Could have been used to build a lot of schools in the northern region. Because of this dirty by-election, they went there trying to build roads in the area. Knee-jerk reactions. Dirty government in power. Dirty politicians. Nobody is ready to speak the truth. That's one thing I don't like about politicians. They don't think about the people till election comes. I don't know how many people are supporting Gyakye Quayson. Because of this dirty mind thing, we had to go and have a by-election. And the guy is still crying that he was not treated fairly. At the point of picking your papers and writing, answering questions and ticking boxes, were you a Canadian citizen or not? Yes, you were. For 47 years, you were there. You didn't wholly believe in Ghana. 47 years, you divided your loyalty. That's what dual citizenship is. I'm American, I'm Ghanaian. Dual citizenship. Divided loyalty. Simple. Let Ghanaians who have decided to stay in Ghana and give Ghana 100% loyalty. Let Ghanaians abroad who are there struggling for a livelihood, but they are single citizenship holders, stay and help the nation develop. I don't like two-faced people. They are worse than the devil. Gyakye Quayson, spare us these crocodile tears. If you have won the election, go away. If the people love you, go away. But we are waiting for the High Court to decide how this thing would go. It will teach us to be patriotic to our nation. Somebody asked me the other day, so does it mean that people who are in the country and they have never gone anywhere and they hold only Ghanaian citizenship, are they more loyal to Ghana than those who are outside? Listen, don't ask me questions like that. They are so infantile. Listen, we have a lot of dirty-minded people here, but labels are important. Labels are very important. I don't want to go into the issue of labels. How many of you would wear a t-shirt that has the inscription on, I am a fool, or I'm a bastard, or I'm a hypocrite? How many of you will wear that? Labels are important. How many of you go out to buy something? Once you look at the label, you put that aside. Labels are important. It is a way of telling the whole world that we are with our nation. Labels are not the ultimate. The content is most important, but labels are important too. We'll find another time and talk about labels and the content. In the interim, this is the Blakk Pot, aka Koko Show No More, where we speak truth to power. And my name Blakk Rasta. We are live on YouTube, and our YouTube channel is Black Empire Media. Remember to share this broadcast and let everybody get to hear what we are talking about. When we return, we got more. Hey! Wayo! This is the Blakk Pot, aka Koko Show No More. Here we speak truth to power, and we are live. Your comments are coming in. Keep sending in comments. We're going to be reading them in a jiffy. In the interim, watch out. We are live. Next story. And what do we have? Watch it. It says what? ASSIN not voting. High conscience. Why are we saying this? Run the headlines. Look at the people. They went there as early as 5:30 a.m. As to whether they had fed their babies before they left, I don't know. Whether they cooked for their husbands before they left, I don't know. Whether they also gave their wives chop money before they left, I don't know. But watch this. Voters in ASSIN North have shown they have conscience. Conscience. Come here, let's look at it. Watch me. The member of parliament elect for ASSIN North, James Gyakye Quayson, has thanked the people for voting for him to return to parliament. Speaking to journalists just before he was declared winner of the Tuesday, June 27 by-election, he said, I believe in the rule of law and I do things according to the law. Also, I had the support of my constituents, not just the people of ASSIN North alone, my NDC fraternity and people from the other side of the aisle, which is the NPP, who are supporting me. They may not be able to identify themselves publicly. I was treated unfairly, but as I said, I had to abide by the court's decision. If they don't believe in what I did, now they know the results. He added again. Again, the good people of ASSIN North have demonstrated that they have a conscience and they believe in me. He was declared the winner of the by-election with 17,245 of the total valid votes cast. The beating Charles Opoku, aka the political prostitute with the bald head of the New Patriotic Party, and Bernice Enyonam Sefenu of the Liberal Party of Ghana, LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, to reclaim the seat. My God. His votes margin as compared to the 2020 results is over 1,300. In that election, Mr. Gyakye Quayson polled 17,498 votes to beat NDC's Abena Duruwa Mensah, who polled 14,193. I like that name, Abena Duruwa Mensah. I love such indigenous names, so romantic. If she was here, dash. Mr. Quayson, with all love and respect, where is the conscience? There was vote buying. People were bought. Of course, you have some loyalists. And remember that this issue also gave you a certain hype. They say there's no bad publicity anywhere. It gave you a hype. You won sympathy votes. Again, I am not going to sit here or stand here and say that you did nothing for your constituency. But the fact that you still have some loyalists, and I'm told in their numbers, I want to believe that you have done something that is worth their trust. This is a lesson to all politicians. Remember that there's only one thing that will stand before and after you, your legacy. Do you want to leave a legacy of vote buying or a legacy of treachery? Do you want to leave a legacy of cheating? Your legacy must be an undoubted legacy, undoubted legacy, and a legacy that will stand the test of time. That's what we're talking about. What has Gyakye Quayson done for his community? What has he brought to the people of ASSIN North? That is what people will look at, not the vote buying. We all saw the people in ASSIN North, and we were told as alleged that they took money. How many of them voted because of money? How many of them sold out their birthright? So when you are talking about conscience, I beg to differ. Let's run away from that. Random and wanton vote buying in ASSIN North. We saw this dirty government in power led by Nana Akufo-Addo send the road minister to go there and start building roads. All because of the by-election. This is a shameless government. As for Nana Akufo-Addo, we will tell our children and children's children that the worst president that Satan ever sent to us was Nana Akufo-Addo. They are so shameless. This president is most shameless. Look at what happened in Kumewu. By election because somebody died. They forgot about the whole nation, carried all logistics to the area, including police and soldier, and money to buy votes. And then they started building roads there. The moment that election ended with a victory for them, victory in quotes, they abandoned those roads we were told. All of a sudden, they had to go to ASSIN North. And boom, they took the same logistics there, totally abandoning Kumewu. Kumewu people, you see, so tribalistic. Ghanaians are extremely tribalistic and too religious. They will vote for the devil who belongs to their ethnicity. Vote for the demon who is part of their religion. They will never vote for that angel who belongs to another religion or another ethnicity. How can you go forward? You go to the ballot box. You are going to vote. And all you are asking is no free. You look at the person's name. If you don't see Jigbodi and Lolonyo, nobody votes for him in the Volta region. If you don't see Kwamina, nobody votes for him in the Central region. If you don't see Mumuni and Jato, nobody votes for him right there in the Northern region. What kind of politics is that? You are not looking at the content. You are not looking at the capability of the person. You are looking at religion. Oh, this one goes to church. He speaks in tongues. So all tongue speakers run after him and they vote for him. Oh, this person is an Asante man. All Asantes go and vote for him. Oh, this person is a Fra man. All Fra-Fres, they don't care whether the person is a demon, a thief, or whatever. They'll vote for you because you speak their language. Is that democracy or democracy? Oh, please. Conscience, please put away that conscience thing. You are lucky to have run away with a victory according to hype. And if you have that victory, be careful. But I do understand why you are saying it's conscience. Because the ruling party bought more votes than you, yet you vote. You had the votes. That's why you are saying conscience. This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. We are getting ready to read your messages after this. Hey! Wayo!
Blakk Pot, Kukushonomo.
This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. And we are supported by ISIT, I-S-I-T, in spirit, in truth. That is the most positive social media app. You can go live, make audio and video calls, upload your videos and photos, meet other positive-minded people, no negativity. Oh, they are powerful algorithms that remove every kind of negativity. You connect with family and friends, make memories, lasting memories. Download that from Google Play and App Store. Thank you so much, ISIT. We appreciate you and we love you. This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Now we're going to look at some of the comments that are coming in. I'm going to try and read some of them and see exactly what is going on amongst you. Keep your messages coming. And this one comes from John Yunzorbil. And he says, beautiful. Welcome on board. All right. Thank you so much. And Benjamin Adote says, Black Rasta. Okay. Mohammed Wumbe Abdallah says, watching live from Doha, Qatar. Black, keep the flames burning. Certainly will do that. Thank you so much. And spread the word in Doha. We are trying to build a better nation so that you don't have to go to Doha in Qatar to be able to get food. We are trying to build a nation where if you travel to Doha, then you are just going to enjoy yourself and return, not to go and hustle and build another man's country. No. Moses Amwaku says, Black, kindly share a link of the just ended Kuchoko Festival so that those of us who were not able to attend due to distance issues can also have a feel of it. I promise you that we're going to post that tomorrow. We watched it this afternoon and we're so, happy with the whole thing. Now what we need to do is to upload it. It's a 6-hour whole festival. It's going to be uploaded by tomorrow. You're going to have it. Thanks so much. And Kuchoko Roots Festival returns next year as well. You will drink cocoa for free. You will also chew kulikuli and eat some masa and kose. Those who attended the festival, they were overjoyed. Health is Wealth TV says, good afternoon, brother. Hope you and your family are doing well. Keep up the good work. Well, we'll keep up the good work. And Togo Movie Stars says, good work, Black. Thank you so much. We have more messages coming in. Emmanuel Quay says, truth to power. Yes, that's what we do here. Francis Ampim says, Black Rasta, I'm really enjoying the show live from Qatar, Doha. Just because of the truth. And no one is bigger than the truth. I salute you and your crew. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you. Yeah, we speak truth to power. And love to all the people there in Doha. Gameli Apasu says, Black Rasta watching you live from the US of A. Blessed love. We are going to be in the US of A soon before the year ends on a tour. Make sure that you catch us when we get to your state. Joe Ama says, more fire. Max Pro says, watching you live from Germany, the Black Pot, where we speak truth to power. Kukushu no more. Asante Richard says, fire, and the fire keeps blazing. Hey, Togo Movie Stars here again says, fire, fire. And of course, Ali Agali says, I had disagreed with you on the issue of Quayson's dual citizenship issue. But just a few days ago, the former governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger, made it clear on BBC that ... But when you come back and look at Ali Agali, he says, so I believe as a nation, we must take a look at some of the laws and be certain, look through them and stop wasting time discussing issues that can once and for all be dealt with. We speak truth to power. We are not affiliated to any political party. The only political party we are affiliated to is Ghana, Africa. So when we speak from the boldness of our stomachs, deep from our hearts. We don't hate anybody. No, sir. Hate is a big word. We are going to continue reading your messages, so keep your messages coming in. And these are the messages that we have picked so far. We're going to pick more messages. Make sure that you share the link and make sure that everybody gets to see this. It's live. And the time in Ghana is about 11 minutes to 6 p.m. That's what time it is. What time is it in your area? Let me know what time it is. Yeah? Come here! We have 2 more stories that we are done. So 5 minutes each. Then we'll also read your last messages and we'll be done. Next story is still in ASSIN North, right? Okay, watch this. It says, government bigwigs show Gyakye Quayson's hidden love. I love this country. This is the government in power. It's called the New Patriotic Party, but there's nothing patriotic about this dirty party. And they say development in freedom. No, it's family and friends in power. That's what it is. This party is the worst thing that has happened in the political history of Ghana. From the UP tradition all the way down, it's been nothing but hatred, wickedness, and foolishness. Those of you who know a little bit of Nkrumahism, you know that these were the people who denied Ghana of a long stretch development process that Nkrumah had started. Because of wickedness, they went out looking for bombs. For the first time that bombs exploded in this nation, it was from these people. They couldn't hide their hatred. Their grandson, Nana Akufo-Addo, is here to continue with the legacy of hatred. They chased Nkrumah out of this nation. And he is the one who is propagandizing, my brother, my sister, around that Nkrumah was nothing but a dictator. They are selling Nkrumah's factories all over. You all heard about Tor, right? They are on their way to selling it. We all know that what Nkrumah brought to us, they are giving it a Gyakye and the rest of them. They have changed everything into air. It's all evaporated. Wicked people in power. Wicked people in power. Bring the story. Watch it. NPP bigwigs supported me, but couldn't do that publicly. Why? The National Democratic Congress, NDC, Member of Parliament elect for ASSIN North, James Gyakye Quayson, has said he enjoyed support from some stalwarts of the governing NPP. He thanked all these persons for his victory in the Tuesday, June 24 by-election. Speaking to journalists just before he was declared winner of the Tuesday, June 27 by-election, he said, I believe in the rule of law and I do things according to the law. Also, I had the support of my constituents, not just the people of ASSIN North alone, my NDC fraternity and people from the other side of the aisle, which is the NPP, who were supporting me. They may not be able to identify themselves publicly. Come here. Why? Why should you be doing something good and be hiding? It's because we are dirty-minded people. You will be victimized. Dash that. We will be victimized. Oh, we belong to this party. No matter what is good about the other party, no, we will not vote. We don't like it. It's madness. When an issue goes to parliament, no matter how much it will inure to the benefit of Ghanaians, no, because one party is mooting it, nobody is going to support it. Are you human beings or animals? Nobody is ready to stand by the truth. Everybody is following labels and not content. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Labels are important, but the content is the most important. Even the drunken man does not allow himself to be cut away from the label on the bottle. He knows from the smell what content he's expecting. In fact, when I saw this, it touched my heart. So now we have to hide to be kind. We have to be hiding in order to support the truth because we'll be victimized by a very vindictive president. Kai, this is serious. So now we cannot go out and say that we want to help each other. All because somebody will victimize us. Even the secret voting, they have a way of going in there with a camera to take whatever they are voting to be sure. To tell their people that, oh, this is what we voted. Then where is the secret voting? Where is the secret voting? Voting in parliament. That's supposed to be a secret vote. People go in there with their phone cameras. They will take a video of themselves voting for a particular candidate so they can't be running away from vindictiveness. That's how lowly our politics has come. Can we ever grow as a nation? Can we? That is why we keep speaking truth to power. We make the people understand that it's all about Ghana, not about dirty political parties. The parties can collapse, but Ghana can never collapse. It will be here. But we love to hold on to leaves, and then we leave the roots. I'm speaking in parables. Dash. And come here. Last story. And I'm done. I want an entertainment story. Do you have an entertainment story? All right. Okay, well. All right. That's an entertainment story. It says what? SARKODIE vulgar, dirty, childish. SARKODIE, vulgar, dirty, childish. Why? So this is a lady that I love. I used to work with her at Multimedia in the days. She was called Sally Frimpong. She got married to a man called Man, M-A-N-N, so she became known as Sally Man. She speaks her mind just like me. Oh yes. In the days, she was also speaking her mind, but she never came into the limelight until now. What is she saying? Companies and brands should remove SARKODIE as their brand ambassador because he is not a good role model. Yesterday we touched on this a bit, but let us go into it today. Controversial pundit Saliman Frimpong has sparked a heated debate by advocating for all of Ghanaian rapper SARKODIE's endorsement deals to be revoked. Come here. Things are day wise. Watch me. Man's call comes in response to allegations that SARKODIE left actress Yvonne Nelson alone at the hospital during a sensitive time. Man, who spoke on Power FM, expressed her disapproval of SARKODIE's alleged actions. You left someone's daughter at the hospital to go through an abortion procedure in your name. What was he thinking? She queried. According to the entertainment pundit, such behaviors disqualified him from serving as an idol or role model for anyone and insisted that he should face consequences for his actions. I'm advocating that all endorsement deals SARKODIE has should be stripped off. And the reason I am doing that is because he left Yvonne Nelson to face her fate on that very day at the hospital. Yvonne was bleeding when they got to the hospital for the abortion, and he left her. This alone means he is not fit to be an idol for anybody she submitted. Dash. So you see, SARKODIE came out with a song, a rap song which he calls Try Me. And he said that Yvonne, a few weeks before she published her book, was trying to get him to come and meet her after she failed in getting him talk on the phone. According to the song, he said, you called me and tried to bring out this issue. And I realized that you had a plan, so I refused to talk. And I told you, can we meet somewhere so that I can explain or you can explain to me what you mean? In other words, SARKODIE knew that he was going to be recorded. And he thinks that he's smart. He says, I'm from the street, so I know this game. That's what he says. So when he agreed that they should meet at a certain place, Yvonne said, there are so many people there. They will see me and you. Could we meet in my house? And he boasted in the record that for me to come to your house in the night again, so that you trick me and lure me into your bed again. In that rap, he used a lot of vulgarity. Vulgar words that we cannot repeat here. And he went ahead to call Yvonne Nelson a girl who is meant for the street. Come here. I wish we could get a photo of SARKODIE in 2010. Find me a photo of SARKODIE in 2010. And find me a photo of Yvonne Nelson in 2010. Compare the looks of the two. You would see who was truly enjoying life and who wasn't. For me, for a woman, the level of Yvonne Nelson, who had gone through a lot of positive things in life, a lot of endorsements. At the time, she was even the brand ambassador for glaucoma and blah, 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 blah. She had signed a lot of endorsement deals. SARKODIE hadn't even signed a cockroach deal. Not even a Monko deal. Not even a Kwegwemi deal. Nothing. She had signed deals. She saw some future in the music of this guy. At that time, she was going through some music therapy. She gravitated towards Sarkodie's music. They fell in love and they started doing their own things. You understand that? Then all of a sudden, you come up with a rap song and say that you realize that she was dating other people, and at the same time you were not alone, you were in a queue, and that she is not a good girl, but a girl who is meant for the street. I think that that's so disrespectful. If this was America, they would do the same thing to him like they did to Kanye West, like they did to Tiger Woods. That's Sarkodie. In 2010. Not looking bad, but looking better today. This was the guy Yvonne Nelson was dating at that time. This is a photo of Yvonne and Sarkodie. This is not a far gone photograph. It might be a recent one. And some people say Yvonne was just doing it to sell her books. And Sarkodie in his record said, I hope the book is selling. I've even bought my copy. Listen, man, this is childish. It would have been better, Michael, if you had kept quiet. If you wanted to speak, you should have spoken with wise people. You know what you should have said? Yesterday I gave you a hint. You could have just said that everything that Yvonne wrote was in the past. Not everything would be as accurate because time has passed. But you are not going to hold brief for anybody and anything. You are praying that she heals. And only God knows what you have also gone through in the relationship that you had. You wish it would have been better. But whatever it is, you have both moved on and you are looking for a better future. And you are hoping that your paths will cross again so that those things that were wrong will be righted now. Can you see where you would be with that? It's the same way he jumped on a Bob Marley's record, aided by the greedy Bob Marley family, and messed it up. That record went nowhere. Remember when I came out and talked about it? Many people say, where's that record? You see where it is? You don't need anybody to help Bob Marley become relevant. He's relevant for life. If he had turned down that deal to tell them that, hey, if he had listened to himself, like he said, when they called him and said he should write on that thing, he said, no, I'm not fit to be on Bob Marley's record. He should have listened to his heart. But greed and pomposity, a woman that you slept with, you were enjoying yourself. At the end of the day, she's for the street. Sir, she's for the street. Well, that's what it is. As always, we shall speak truth to power. It doesn't matter who is caught in the crossfire. To God be the glory. Let me just take a couple of, how's it called? Messages, coming in. And that's it. We'll close on that note. Come here. Okay. So this one is from Joseph Ashley. And he says, I am happy you are live on YouTube speaking truth to power. Yes, we are happy we are here. And he says he's watching us live from New Jersey in the United States of America. And Zache Emmanuel says, more fire, Blakk. Dean Ali says, Blakk, I really love your show. Thank you so much. Brighter Bless GH. He says, Blakk Rasta, I have been listening to you long since. I was a kid. Then times, Hits FM. But as a child, I didn't know what you were talking about. I grew up and got to know what you stand for. My God. Do you know how that makes me feel? Today when I look at myself and I see the grace coming in my beard and all over the place, and people tell me, oh, when I was watching you, I was a child. Then I'm reminded that, oh, we have come a long way. I salute you. He says, truth to power. I have been following you on all platforms, always listening to you live on 3FM, and God will bless you with divine protection. No blood clot could hurt you. Speak, Blakk Rasta. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. It's been the Black Pot. You think so, you day wise. I love you. I appreciate you. I want to say thank you. Hey! Wayo!